We're rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Nerdbuzzed.
Nerdbuzzed doesn't condone the consumption of alcohol by any persons under the age of 21. Please drink responsibly.
No, never again.
Welcome to Nerdbuzzed!
The podcast where we talk about all the nerdy stuff that we care about and drink a cool frosty brew while we're doing it. I'm your host, Marcus Ellinger. With me always, every single episode we've ever had.
Actually, yeah, I've kind of
Yes.
posted on the other ones.
Oh, you're here every time.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're almost like the ranch soda.
Why would
You smell better.
Dude, not today. Holy shit.
I would know.
You
give me a couple more
there's
beers.
this musk in the room that will never leave.
Give me a couple more beers and,
I'm
and
Jack.
I might surpass you
Welcome
on
to Nerdbuzzed.
the room clearing abilities.
Really?
I'm Jack.
Darn it. You're challenge. That's a challenge.
Don't take it.
Okay.
You will lose.
Oh yeah, and there's
Jack, it's me. What's up, guys? I should start doing stuff like this, like
Whoa.
flying in.
Oh my god.
This is why.
Jack. I have a plan.
It's like an
guys.
MMA
Oh my
workout,
God.
right? You're gonna be really good at that.
Yeah, doing going up and down. So
Yeah, you're gonna
Core.
be good at
It's all
going
about
up and
core.
down,
That's what my core
pounding
means.
sodas.
Oh my god.
So welcome to the show once again. This is the part 2 of our 2018 wrap up, and of course, right away, please go to nerdbuzz.com. You can go check out all of our episodes from 2018, or since the very beginning if you want. Tell all your friends. Follow us, subscribe. Take that subscribe button to Pound Town, please. And
In odd numbers.
yes, well, only if you've already. No, that's if you haven't subscribed.
If you haven't subscribed, that's right.
Yeah, if you already are subscribed, then
Then do it in
Pound
even
Town
numbers.
it in even numbers.
Yep.
So this is also an educational math podcast. Right now we're just base level math, odds and evens. We're gonna work up the arithmetic ladder.
Yeah.
I got.
It's still universal between.
I finished
metric and
my
standard.
Calc
Yeah.
3 class. Finished Calc 3 with a 90%.
Hey,
Pretty
congratulations,
happy
man.
about
That's
Nice,
awesome.
and
That's
you
awesome, dude.
subscribed to the podcast.
Yeah, so therefore, because I got a big brain, means you can too. All you have to do is subscribe to Nerdbuzzed. Ding
Nice.
dongs.
Do it.
Simple
His
steps.
head gets bigger every episode.
Doesn't
why
it? I know.
The hat won't even fit.
I'm gonna have to
That's why
get
I haven't worn it in
specialty
like a year.
headphones just for him.
These are really, it's really tight on me. I need.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
break them.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like
God.
this now.
Anyway,
guys.
follow us on all of the social medias. It's all Nerdbuzzed. Please banter with us. Give us a hard time. We would love to give you a hard time back, especially Jack, who has recently dropped the bomb.
What?
What did you recently do as far as social media?
I made a Discord.
Yes. Tell
Yeah,
people how they can find
finally.
you on the Discord.
I guess you could friend my. I don't
Oh my
Is
God.
that Jackistan as well?
It's a Jackistan.
No, well there is a Jackistan Discord. I need to edit that one. So there's a Nerdbuzz Discord.
Is it intern fans of Nerdbuzz?
No, it's literally just called Nerdbuzzed, capital N. I don't know if you can search for a server or whatever, but if you want to search for my name, and we should probably start posting this. My Discord name is let's see.
Oh my God, it's all about him for so long,
I know. I want to drink a beer.
right?
Grandmaster God King Jack. Every first, so
God.
the capital GMGKJ, and my number is 4934. I'm thinking that
Why didn't you just call it White Jesus?
I'll just tell Marcus. To post that in every episode. Yeah, again, that's Grandmaster God King Jack. Every
Sweet, more
word
work to do.
capitalized. Hashtag 4934.
I'm regretting congratulating
and I'll
Adam
just
for
add
creating
you-
a
A kid?
very, very
I don't know what
uh,
verbose.
What?
how do you put it?
Awesome. I'm really
Say it. What is
great.
it?
I'm the best.
Self-loving. I just put it that way.
Self-loving,
Self-promoting.
Solipsistic. I like that.
Whatever.
Word.
Anyway, he's
confident.
He's very beyond confident.
Yeah.
clearly.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, guys.
Oh, I'm just blaming your dad. It's all his
Narcissistic?
fault.
Is that beyond confident? Is narcissistic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what happens after
yeah.
when you become too confident. You step into the realm of narcissism.
I wouldn't put it like that. I put it more like
That's where you love yourself.
Yeah.
Because I am the best. Yeah, okay. I guess
Right?
we can agree on that one.
Okay.
Wow. So yes.
I guess by default, you're our best intern. Except for that episode where I did it and totally showed you up.
You sucked. I'm way better than you. What do all these buttons do? And I'm like, dude.
So we're drinking
Back
the Costco Kirkland signature pack again.
Yep, because
We're
I'm a
continuing it.
cheapskate and it's only $19.99
Dude,
for great beer.
It is
Hey, dum-dums,
very
this
good
is
beer.
free, idiots.
Free for you. I
I
pay
would
for
say
that water.
no. You have to pay for
I pay for that
utilities.
water.
Freedom is free.
Costs $1.05. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah. So we're continuing with that. I'm drinking
I'm
the
almost fine.
India Pale. You're drinking the
I'm gonna drink the brown again.
brown again. All
Yeah.
right.
I think I'm gonna switch to the stout after this. Maybe for the next one.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back.
great.
I'm
We
gonna
all,
go to the
we all
pale.
care.
I'm gonna get buzzed.
That's great,
That's what's
guys.
gonna happen.
I'm working on it right now.
Yep. Nerdbuzzed.
To all the nerds.
Through all the fuzz.
Bottoms up.
Let's
Let's
get
get nerd buzz.
Every time. Talking about games this episode. Best games 2018.
We are gonna talk best games.
I might throw in a couple from 2017 that I played this year that I really want to talk about.
No, you can't do that.
I'm gonna do
Can't
it.
go off on a Jack tangent.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
I know.
You
we
can't
cannot.
stop me.
God damn it.
Idiots.
Jack damn it. So,
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Jack damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
gonna hear that a lot. Trust me.
Nice.
So,
It's because I'm better than God, is what he's saying.
yeah, because
Appreciate it.
yeah, because I damn you
Oh, my
also.
Jack, please don't say my name in vain.
So let's do our favorite nerd play because first off, we should say in 2019 we want to keep doing nerd play, right? Like it's been one of the things about Nerdbuzzed that I've really enjoyed because we've had the
discovered some
opportunity.
pretty cool games.
Oh, and games I would never have played if it wasn't for the nerd play.
No,
right?
I'm still playing. What is it? Rebel Galaxy.
Yeah, you were just playing that the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, did you do this in Red Dead? You're like, nah, I was killing time on Rebel Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier to just hop in and do something and then
Yeah,
hop
yeah.
back out.
Yeah. Well, and there's like point and clicks. For me, point and clicks is huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's never a game I would have ever played before. And I think we've played like 3 of them now, something like
Yes. Life is Strange, Until Dawn.
Until
and,
Dawn is a
and
point
then
and
the
click?
Everybody's going to
that. It's
Rapture.
not really a point and click, but it's kind of in that style. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. And then there was the other one with the
Is Everybody's
that was
Gone to
more
the
kind of
Rapture-
cartoony. Remember we had to go like back and forth through time?
Oh, that
That
was
one.
Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah. That was very
That was
point and
freaking
click.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was a time travel one, too?
Yeah.
Oh.
That
That was an old one. And then a long time ago, there was the one where you're dead and you're, like, working at the office. Also made by Tim Schafer. Or I don't know if Day of the Tentacle was.
So
Oh, that was
Grim
yes,
Fandango.
I think
Grim
you-
Fandango. That was
yeah.
awesome too.
That was another one we played. But again, that's a genre of games.
Yeah,
I don't
never
think I
would've.
would have ever
No.
touched that. I just immediately would have been bored out of my mind.
I love the writing in Grim Fandango.
Yeah, no, I think they're great. So I want to keep doing nerd plays. On our last episode, we'd mentioned maybe having Dad on something with Jack,
That'd be cool.
and I'm thinking maybe we can find like a game that we can all play or something, and we can get together and talk about it. Some
Yeah.
sort of a common ground. Maybe that'd be a good way to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dad's
We'll work on
favorite
something.
game, and we could all play it.
Yeah. We'll all dabble
Destiny,
and see what
okay.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Or that was Gary that was into Destiny, wasn't it?
Yes, he's very into this.
Yeah.
So this next year we are going to keep playing some nerd plays. We will lose our Vita games and our PS3 games, which is
Unfortunately.
fine,
Yeah.
right?
But hopefully they'll add more VR games. So that'll be something for me.
Yeah, they could do that. But we are going to keep playing them. We get a chunk every month free from Sony. Red Dead has kind of consumed our lives as far as video games go. So we haven't really had a chance in the past.
What little
month,
gaming
2
I've
months?
played since I've been back home and back to work
Has been Rebel Galaxy.
has been it's actually been mostly Red Dead, but haven't played even much of that. I haven't been
Because who's back? Bum bum bum.
the internet monster.
Haunting you again,
Yeah.
right? He's like the bane of your data.
He
Your
is-
bandwidth will never be broad enough.
No.
Some
No.
things will never change.
Yeah.
It
just
was
the
almost
way it
it was
is.
almost 2 days to play Red Dead. I mean,
Oh, just to download it?
just
and
waiting
do
for it all
everything?
to download.
Yeah, I started downloading it on my birthday, and it was a few days later when it was done. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a massive game.
It's a girthy boy. Yeah.
So if we want to dive into the nerd plays,
Okay.
do you guys have a favorite? Do you have a favorite nerd play that we played, Jack?
I don't know. Like, I was looking through the list, and none of them were really memorable.
Well, I do.
I was trying to think, did Oxenfree did Oxenfree come out on PS on PS Plus this year? Because I remember I played it like 2017.
Did we play it on the show? Was it a nerd play on the show?
No, but I was
So
wondering.
no,
Okay, well, yeah. No comment, I guess.
Jack, damn it.
I gotta say, our switching it up time.
That's your okay, yeah. Because
Yeah,
we did do Switch for was it a month?
Yep.
I think it was a month.
Yep. You had it for 3 weeks, and I had it for a week.
Yeah, we made Nintendo Switch one of the nerd plays,
Yeah.
so you could claim that you recently got a Nintendo Switch.
I have been loving Breath of the Wild and Smash Bros.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Out of everything we did for that, I enjoyed that the most.
Yeah.
So
I'm still really torn on the Switch. I'm stoked that my family pitched in to get it for me for my birthday.
I liked the Switch a lot better than I thought I was going to, because I'm not a big handheld fan, period.
Yeah. Oh, well, as far as handheld goes, groundbreaking. Like, it deserves so much credit as a handheld. It is above and beyond any other handheld we've ever had, ever.
Yes.
It is the 10 of handhelds right now. It just is. For me, that's kind of where
So what you're saying is they can't get better?
Well, next year, if you want to segue into something from next year, as far as the Switch goes, we are getting Switch 2.0 next year. That's what I meant by 2.0, Jack. Was
Okay,
that
I
it's,
thought he meant it was like a PlayStation 5 instead of like a PS4 Pro.
no, that's why it's 2.0.
Yeah.
How did you digital skip in analog?
Yeah, I don't know. That's how good I am. Because I'm old school. It's got to be a little retro.
Freaking glitch in the retro in the freaking Matrix there.
I'm very confused.
Oh, he was like that, and it was like this total just that, like a freaking digital skip goes.
Yeah. Okay.
I was trying to talk again.
Can someone
That's
call?
what happened.
I'm trapped here. They're going insane. Please help.
I like my Switch. And I mean, okay. If we're gonna just like pick apart our nerd plays and we're gonna really count that as one, I guess maybe it would get my favorite, but that's only because I played multiple games on it, right?
I didn't put another card in other than
The Zelda.
Yeah.
And Zelda's fun.
I mean, there's not really many other games. Like, as good as the Switch is, it's like Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Smash Bros.
But they recently
It's really
opened up the online and expanded the.
You can just get an emulator.
Yeah,
don't
but
have
it
to pay.
is. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But and I'm a little disappointed that that's what we get every month. Or
Yeah,
but you
old
get
school NES games.
With that emulator, you have the option to buy an NES controller now.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is also limited to.
Yeah.
The Switch.
Yeah, well, it's limited to the Switch, and I think you can only buy. Is it 1 or 2 per Switch account?
Really?
I
And you
think
can
it was
only get it
2.
through Nintendo.
It's
Oh,
some
I didn't
weird
notice that.
Yeah, isn't that
contrived
weird?
I
Maybe
just
that's
thought-
changed now.
I
but
thought
when
it was
first
just
came
cool
out-
that you had the original square paddle back. So
Yeah. You can do it, but I'm pretty sure it's limited to. I want to say maybe it's 2 per Switch account. That's kind of weird, huh?
gotcha. Yeah.
And I think you have to get it through Nintendo.
'Cause
maybe
I-
not now. There's like probably people selling them, but
Because I may or may not have emulated it one time, but the time that I did, I enjoyed.
yeah.
I bought a bunch of controllers that were console specific, that were USB,
Yeah.
and I liked it. It really helped playing it because I was playing the games that I was playing back with the original style controls. But all the USB controllers that I have,
Did it look like this?
yes,
Whoa,
This exact
retro.
one right here?
yeah, but like I said, all the buttons didn't feel the same.
Yeah,
as
it
the
feels.
factory.
It
buttons.
definitely feels lighter, a little jankier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
like I said, my SNES one, my PlayStation one, they all just didn't quite feel right.
yeah, like you could. I remember if you hit your buddy when they did something to you on the old NES, it would hurt. I'm
Yes,
pretty sure I could
no.
hit you with this, and it wouldn't hurt too bad.
No.
Yeah, so it's definitely cheaper and lighter. It's not as good of a weapon. Because that's
you-
how we played old school
Have you seen the
NES.
new emulator craze, the Raspberry Pi craze?
No.
So there's a company that makes so you unscrew the back of your original NES controller, and it drops out, and you pull the cord out, and you put a USB cord in place of it, And the Raspberry Pi, you load all your emulation stuff onto it, and then put your controller back together, and it's now an NES controller with the emulator built in, and you just plug it in.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Promoting emulating.
Oh, no, I'm just saying it's clearly something that exists out there, and people are doing this.
Yeah.
You know, in Raspberry Pi being open source stuff and electronics and.
I do think it's weird that it took Nintendo this long to really get on board with emulating their own stuff.
Yeah, and
I think it's because they have to do it legally, right? Like they have to reacquire licenses and do all those things.
And that's something and you've been reading. So Sony recently brought out their micro system.
Yeah. And
all these articles I've been reading about, it's like, oh my gosh, they failed so hard because it's so easy to crack. And I'm starting to think about it going, okay, and they're like, and the games that were limited and stuff, okay, so you guys are complaining about this. Sony, for that era, didn't have a lot of games they created themselves. When the first
one of the
PlayStation
problems
came
is
out.
that there's also like games on the system that like you can just hack into that aren't like available for some reason. Like I think they were thinking of
There's
selling
like
it.
30 of them or something, right? Yeah.
But
it's a big
what I'm
number.
getting at is they're saying how easy it is to crack the emulation and then add to it, which everybody's done to the all the systems that have come out. The
all the
SNES,
minis.
the minis, and how much did you just how much did Sony look at it and go, it really doesn't matter what games we throw at this, because people are going to crack it and do it anyway, so we'll just put it out there. And once they do that, if people crack it, they're not on the hook for any of the legal action that's done to it. The people putting the games on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just completely washes their hands of it. They're just giving people a miniature PlayStation hardware in which emulate off of.
Yeah.
I seriously think that was something that was discussed in a boardroom in the back room. It's like, that's what they're going to do.
Whatever.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like going, kudos to Sony for that.
That's what the
Yeah,
PSP
kinda.
was for.
You know, and they sold it for twice as much as everybody else does.
Yeah. And I'd heard that because we did our like prediction list or something when we were talking about it, and a lot of the games that didn't, some of the ones we predicted were on there. But
Okay, the one that I wanted and we didn't think was going to happen actually happened.
what one was that?
Breath of Fire.
Oh, yeah.
I was like so into that one.
And there were other ones that are part of that, like the ones that are cataloged as potentially on there. I think like Soul Reaver was one of them that was potentially going to be on there but didn't quite make the cut. And so lots of the ones that we talked about were initially in talks to be on the system. So yeah, the mini system's weird. I'm not the hugest fan of it.
If they make an N64 mini, I'm gonna get it. I'm okay. It have to have Conquer, DK64, and Mario 64.
I love Conquer.
Yeah.
Conquer's such an awesome game.
Well, and
But Xbox might.
I would
have
rather
less
just
than
have
actually.
all that stuff come to the Switch. I really would.
Yeah, why aren't they emulating like N64 games? Why NES games? Like if they just did one N64
It's got to be
game
the weird controller. It's got to be the weird controller,
You
right?
can still play those games. You can just update the
It's
controls
buttons.
for
It's
regular...
number of buttons. I guarantee you there's the same number of buttons on the Switch.
Yeah, just remap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
Easy.
agree.
Easy.
I think they need to tap into that more instead of just emulating everybody else's games to it. Just give me this badass Nintendo library. And even if they would do that more as part of the subscription, I'd be more inclined to get it because I would let mine lapse. And
Or if they did like
I still-
frickin' GameCube games too, how many people would buy a Switch? Oh my god.
oh yeah, if it's just your
Sunshine?
hub for Nintendo.
Mario Sunshine? Dude.
I'm still holding out ever since you brought it up, and it just kind of clicked as like, oh, that's a possibility. Do the Sega thing.
Oh yeah,
I mean, if Nintendo just finally said, hey, yeah, no, we're out of the console market, and here's our library, and you can get it on it. They license it to all the other systems. Dude, if I could get the Nintendo library on my PlayStation, I would buy it. I would spend $400 easy on it.
Yeah,
I would drop $400 and like, oh, dude, I can get the freaking Nintendo library.
well, I think a big argument for that is I just read an article where this has never happened in history before, but I want to say it's a third of the people. I wanted to say half, but I think it's a third of the people that own a Switch own all of the major Nintendo exclusive titles. Right? Like everybody that owns a Switch, or a third of the people that own a Switch own Zelda, Mario, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, like all those major titles. A third of the people own those games that own a Switch. And that's like never happened in video game history where that many people, that tells you why they're buying it though.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's exactly why you said they would buy it.
Yeah. Well, and the money for Nintendo is in the games. It's not the hardware so much, I don't think. It's the software that Nintendo can really make money off of. and I know that they want to do their own thing, and they're totally very Nintendo about it, but I still would not be shocked if eventually they do kind of a Sega thing where it's just it's not in the cards for them to keep up anymore because they already failed in that department as far as the Switch compared to the other systems. There's no way around it. It's an inferior system. Yep. It just is.
Yeah,
but
look at all the developers. It's like, yeah, we're not even going to bother trying to port to it.
Yeah, some of them totally have just said, nope, this is not worth it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to rewrite everything to dumb it down for your system, and which I think is a valid point. But again, so maybe their Sega route could be that they just are going to fully realize the potential in their software and maybe just give you enough hardware to run their software, right? Like it could just be this awesome Nintendo library. Yeah, I want them to do that more with it.
Or they could just make the Nintendo Online have those games on it, because I don't like NES games are cool and all, but I would much rather play anything from like the GameCube or the N64, and I think many other people would agree.
Yeah, I want Wind Waker. I would totally play Mario Sunshine. I want F-Zero from the GameCube era. The GameCube Star Fox was huge. That was a big success. I want that one. Awesome. Like I want so many of these classics. I want Bomberman from Nintendo 64.
Just
I want all these on the go.
Yeah.
Totally
I still think Super Nintendo's my favorite Nintendo. Yeah, so far.
Even that, like F-Zero, would be fun, right? Yeah. And Top Gear or something. I played the crap out of that with Tyler. He got mad because I kicked his ass every time. Yeah. And it was his game. It was awesome. Tells you how often I was hanging out at Tyler's house.
Yeah. Well, I got a ton of the 8. I had an NES, and my friends all had the SNESs.
Yeah.
And I eventually acquired one, but it was well after it was a thing.
Yeah.
But
right when everybody else got a 64.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was the jump in gaming that it made. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like all of a sudden these big titles, these big stories could be told that you couldn't get in the other ones.
Yeah.
You know, it's that's what made the, obviously Zelda existed on the NES, but that's the one that the Super Nintendo was one that legitimately made the jump from platform gaming to RPGs.
Yes, I would agree.
So, just to make sure that we're on track, do we all agree that the Switch was the best?
No.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's the best Nerdplay.
Okay. What about XCOM? Because I know you really liked XCOM.
XCOM was interesting. I did enjoy it. It's not my go-to game genre. Mm-hmm. And there was a few infuriating parts of it where you had to just completely restart, and it wasn't until Marcus told me on the show about how you could save and restart from that save in different spots that I didn't think about. Yeah. Which changed my whole loadout thing. I was like, oh, duh. I mean, it was obvious. It was clearly obvious, and I should have realized it without issue. But that was like a major part of it, and taking that into account, it definitely moves it up more for me.
Okay.
But I enjoyed playing the Switch so much more.
Right.
Marcus? I was gonna say, as far as the
XCOM's what we're talking about.
XCOM, that's my favorite.
Okay.
That is my number one.
Thank you.
As far as nerd play, XCOM was a game I always wanted to play. It's the reason I got PS Plus to begin with, because it was the first free game that came out that I cared about. Right. I think the first it was that and Resogun. I think.
Okay.
Oh god,
Resogun was fun.
Resogun was like everybody got it for free.
Resogun, you want to talk about Resogun? I have scores in Resogun.
We don't
want to talk about Resogun.
Like the
Jack,
top
damn it!
I'm pretty good at Resogun.
Don't feed it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I love that game so much.
XCOM was always a game.
I don't know how you got the scores you got because
skill.
Yeah,
I don't doubt it.
It's called being a teenager and not having to do be an adult.
Yeah. Illicit drug use.
He's already, and maybe that's something that is worth noting in 2018. I really think this is like the first year of Jack like really becoming an adult.
Oh,
he got
that's a stretch, man.
He got his first real job. It's starting to happen.
Okay,
is all right.
Okay. Yeah.
He's on the vicious downcline.
Yeah.
I got my most hated platinum, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play games for fun now. If a game's not fun, I stop playing it.
Wow.
But he started getting jaded. You started to get jaded about things.
You got
right?
bitter, angry.
Yeah, you got bitter.
Well,
you got a
I
real
actually feel like
job.
I've been more optimistic about things.
I think it's
recently,
funny how though when he first came on, he couldn't stop talking about how much he loved the Mad Max game,
Oh,
and then like as soon as you disagreed with it, all of a sudden like, yeah, the game sucks. I hate
No,
this
it's
game.
because I actually played it again. I played it again with the intention of getting a platinum, and that was one of the most grueling experiences of my life. I spent a month fishing.
That's what made him jaded about platinums.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't
Mad
care
Max.
as much.
Well, I mean, like Spider-Man, I wanted to get that but that's because that game's fun, right?
Yeah.
And it was also kind of easy. Like maybe, oh god,
I'm so close on a couple platinums.
if they God of War,
Get him. I think you only need, what is it, 10? Do you need 10 platinums to get $10 on the PSN
dude, I haven't
store?
even. I'm not even
I-
about that
this
money,
is like- I'm
dude.
talking
all about the
3.
grind.
Well, it all adds up, though.
Yeah.
You get those plus your silvers, you'll have like $10 before you know it.
I am.
I'm
wanna
working.
get
I'm
the
almost
God-
on my
the
second
God of War.
$10, and I don't
Platinum.
try for trophies at all.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Wow,
but I just
brag about
I just
it.
went and looked into it and was like, oh, well, I'm actually pretty damn close on a few.
Yeah,
So
it's worth doing.
Yeah, it is. Or you can just be like me and have a bunch, and then when that when that thing comes out, where it's like, oh, you get 10, you get money, you break down on the inside. But
because
point
you
is-
did them all before it happened.
Yeah. Point is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then you're crushed.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so XCOM, I think
Best nerd play.
for me, it's the best nerd play because it's a game I always wanted to play, and I love a tactical strategy battle game like that. That's really very RPG kind of turn based. It's like battle chess, basically. This super awesome over the top battle chess, and I really really enjoyed it. It's like my Rebel Galaxy, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I've gone back in. You can just go in and do some battles. I think that's like what you were saying, where you can just make all these saves and just start over again. Like if a guy kills you, as long as you saved right before it, you can just load up again and try again. Yeah, and that is totally the way to play it. And I don't even play for the full mission. I just play for the save, right? To get to the next save, not even complete the mission. But I totally treat it like you do Rebel Galaxy, and I've been having loads of fun with it. It's a great game. I'm
going the pirate route this time around on Rebel
Oh, and
Galaxy.
I love that you're into it, doing it again.
Yeah. Well, I have to because I want to. It's one of the ones I'm closest on the platinum for.
Oh, and do you have to do the dark side to get the platinum?
Yeah, you gotta.
Okay.
You gotta be a pirate.
I love that you have all this trophy talk and you don't care, but now you're doing it.
I don't, but it's
Well,
like
yeah, but-
The game he cares about.
it's something to do different too.
Like,
I mean,
like
it's,
Dishonored?
it's changing the game up.
Yeah, like I might do that for.
Oh, I'm so
Dishonored.
close. I got like 3 trophies on my 3 trophies and I'm a freaking platinum on Persona.
Oh my god, what?
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You're an insane
Of course, it's your
man.
third playthrough.
I'm on my 3rd. Yes.
How can
Yeah.
you? That's like 1,000. Oh my god.
The game is so amazing.
I think I
can never play it, but I'd like to watch it.
I think I'm close to 500 hours.
Oh, it's so
into
good.
the game.
I think it is the best. That game is the best representation of a video game and an anime coming together. I've never played a game that does it that well.
And it's a classic RPG done on a modern console well.
Yes.
I haven't played a JRPG done that way for multiple iterations of consoles.
Yeah. Or
So-
even, and then when you throw in that anime side of it, that I think you get all the classic cliche things of an anime in there.
That's the dating sim
and
part of it.
It's done it so Persona well that it totally hits that nostalgia itch for me, and I love it. I love it so much. It's done really, really well.
And everybody that keeps clamoring about that game says that 4 is better, so I'm gonna have to go back and check that out.
Yeah, 4 Golden. The only way you can play that is on the Vita, and it's hands down my favorite Vita game. But I've heard that the 4, just the standard version, is really great too, and I think you can get it for the PS3.
I have it on my PS3.
Okay, yeah, no, it's totally worth.
I haven't played it. I've played 2 and 3 on my PS3.
Okay, yeah, 4 is, if you like 5, you'll love 4. It's very different, but it's also got a lot of similarities.
Well, everybody says the story's better in 4.
Yeah, I like them both. I enjoyed. If you like one, you're gonna love the other. So I totally would recommend it. Let's see. Any other nerd plays? Do you have a worse nerd play?
Rhyme.
Rhyme was pretty
Yeah,
crappy.
Rhyme was not good.
Part of me liked
I love
Rhyme.
the artwork in Rhyme.
Yeah, I liked the potential of
yeah.
it.
But it's literally like every Journey clone I've ever played. Or
Yes.
it's a lot
Yeah.
like what was that? The Untwined or
Entwined.
Unbound or Bound.
Oh my
one-
god, that was
The
the worst one.
frickin' the frickin'
ballerina
ribbon
one?
dancing one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
god, I
It's
hated that
so
one.
much like that. Like literally to a T. It's weird. Like where you
No.
This was
It
better
is
at that.
not. It,
No,
I
but like
give this one
every
better.
level
the ribbon
you're
dancing
going
was
up
pretentious.
a higher and
Yes.
higher tower, right? And
Yeah.
like it all revolves and each. Yeah, no, that
The Ribbon Dancer was all about the story and what this
Was all
big
about-
overarching message, but it was so convoluted.
Stupid
It was like
story
I didn't
number
like
two.
it.
It's
I
like,
didn't
my
care
parents
for it.
are
People
getting
like that
fought.
game. People like that game and like give it all this credit for like doing new things in video games and whatever. I'm just
Thumbs
not a fan.
down to me.
Yeah, I mean, great for those people that love it, but I'm not one.
But
I
okay, so
I
okay,
hated
it was
that game.
Rhyme. It was Rhyme, Switch, Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm sure that's your least favorite.
Oh yeah, no, Red Dead Redemption 2, that sucked so bad.
Oh wait, actually,
I
what
can't
did you,
do it.
Marcus, what did you say that Red Dead was, or does that really count as a nerd play for you? 'Cause you
That
just-
no, that's when we quit doing Nerd Play basically for the
Yeah.
last 2 months of this year, so we could play Red Dead.
Okay.
This is a game we've been playing GTA for how many years?
5 years.
Every single Tuesday, and we've
Oh,
been
4
doing
years for every Tuesday, but
Yeah, even still, that's absurd, right? I have 2,000 hours into GTA. That's a retarded number, and that is from every Tuesday with Walter, right? I play this. I am basically Walter's co-therapist with Rockstar for him every Tuesday. We do this religiously every Tuesday.
He needs it though. He really does.
Oh, that's what I mean. I'm being serious, right?
No,
like,
no,
I'm
no, no,
joking
I'm saying
around,
he-
but it's true. Like, this is seriously Walter's outlet for the week and his chance to hang out with friends and drink beer and just be a real POS with the rest of us, because that's what we do on GTA Tuesdays, and it's like
Actually
his
had a
vent
pretty
for
good-
that.
Actually had a pretty good conversation with him yesterday, and he definitely needs that.
Oh, for sure. And and I love to be there to help him facilitate that. He will forever be one of my best friends. And I totally love the guy. I love to be able to facilitate that
He's a
for
good
him.
guy.
But
Asshole, but he's a good guy.
yeah. Well, we all are, right? It's GTA 2. That's the point, right? And I love that about it. He embraces that part of it. But man, it's been so long we've been playing that. So when Red Dead finally came out, the next great thing from Rockstar, we had to commit to it. We just did. We had to put everything on hold because this has been years for us building to something to finally new play. So that's why we had to put our nerd plays on hold for I think 2 months. Wasn't it the last 2 months of this year? We've just kind of said, nope, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because we finally got Siberian in, and he's like, yeah, so I finally got in here. I'm finally playing with you guys, and there's nobody here.
Yeah. We have played with him the past couple weeks because they did do the new update. So we did actually play with him this last week.
I just looked, and Batman. So Rhyme was like a 4-4-5 all around the board, and
Batman was broken
So
for
I think
me.
Batman was a 4-4-5. Rhyme was like a 5-5, 4.5 for me. Yeah, so Batman was the least favorite. Totally forgot about Batman. That was
It was broken.
Yeah,
It
Batman-
froze, and I refused to go through and play it again. I heard all you got to do is play through the game to get a platinum.
Wonder why
I don't
Telltale's shutting down.
Yeah, it got shut down. It's really sad for those people that work there, though.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. The company.
Yeah, the way it went down
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
shit.
they
but
basically showed up and said, "By the way, go home because you don't
get
have a
out of
job."
here, no job. What?
Could you imagine that? You just show up to work and suddenly everybody goes home because you're out of work.
That's
Like,
what
that's
happened
it.
to
That's how
Burger
much
King in
notice you
town.
get. They could have at least told you the night before, so you didn't
Yeah.
show up to work. You know how
Yeah.
pissed I'd be? It's like, well, I'm going out in a fit of rage then.
dude, yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know the theme of you can do anything on your last day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
piss on the copier, punch the boss.
Yeah. Piss on the boss.
you know what, you can probably do all those things in Red Dead Redemption 2, which I'm just
Yeah.
gonna assume is Marcus's game of the year. So
you
we
want
can-
to talk about just games in general of the year now?
Yeah.
It is totally my game of the year.
All right.
It is.
And Jeremiah.
I have to give it to
over
Red Dead.
Really?
I do. I want to play. I'm in real huge toss up between it and God of War because
Disappointed. But...
I've watched all the God of War stuff and I love.
Wait, you haven't played God of War?
I've only watched people play it.
Oh, that's
I've watched about 2 or 3 hours of playing, but it's the Norse mythology and it's I love the old God of Wars. I liked playing them. I got tired of them.
Yes.
Yeah, because we got a new version of it every single one.
I think 2 is the only one that I've played completely through.
Wow, I'm surprised by that.
3 is the best.
Which is the one where you're
One is the best.
Which is the one where you're whipping the horses and dragging the island?
2.
Yeah, okay, so that's the one that I finished.
Okay.
And so that's the one I finished, and then the rest of them I just got tired of playing before the end of the game.
Oh yeah, no, playing through them all back to back before the new God of War, I don't know why I did that to myself, but I did. It sucked.
But like I said, I enjoyed playing them. I treated them like I did the Devil May Cry for PS2. It was just a game to go hack and slash and enjoy and take out my rage and then put it down for a while.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that. And this new one looks like it embodies all of that, but it gets the Norse mythology into it, which is something that is near and dear to me, like you wouldn't believe.
But it also adds like the best story in the series by far, the most thoughtful gameplay in the series by far, and just like some of the best gameplay in general. Yeah. Like the way you can use...
The camera's weird. I don't like the camera.
The camera's not... Dude, the camera works perfectly.
It's weird because it's this over-your-shoulder camera.
You've always complained about the over-the-shoulder camera.
I'm not a big fan of over-the-shoulder
But
cameras.
it adds, like, it makes it so that the precision axe throwing is, like, way easier, and also you never feel like an enemy's going to come up to you because Atreus is always, like, behind you, or, like...
He's one of the best companions ever in a game.
Way better than Ellie.
Yeah.
Ellie can get out for all I care.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I'm going to speak frankly.
I think, okay, God of War, hands down, runner-up for me. It is phenomenal also. I totally give it that. But it's phenomenal for fans of God of War. Because it makes it relevant again, right? How many of them did we get where it's the same, it's a reskinned version of the last God of War, right?
You're going to say the same thing about Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man was really good.
Okay, I think in general, this year was a phenomenal year for all of those franchised like games like that where I was tapped out. I have on here Monster Hunter. I've played Monster Hunter and got bored out of my mind with it, and got bored out of it with the next one, the new Monster Hunter World that came out this year. I loved that game. I think it was the transition they needed.
This Monster Hunter was the first introduction to Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
and I got to say, had I not gotten on and played with everybody, I would have dropped it like a bad habit.
Yeah,
but getting on and playing with everybody, and then it was kind of more incentive to play it more because I was so far behind from everybody when I got on.
Yeah, because we could all help you catch up.
Yeah, and how long? I mean, I cracked out on that game playing with Japan Man.
Yeah,
several times.
They're so helpful. Thank you, Japan
I know,
Man.
It's awesome.
Who's Japan Man?
There's a lot of Japan Man.
Have you not seen the Honest trailers?
No.
You need to watch the Honest trailers.
Is that what they call it too? Because that's what we just call it.
No. He's like, you do this and battle monsters, feel like a god. Oh shit. As he's running away. Yeah. And then he's like, but it's okay. You just shoot up a flare and 3 Japanese people come in and beat the shit out of that bastard for you.
Yeah. In like 2 seconds. It's crazy.
I can't tell you how many times I almost died in that game. And suddenly it's got the Japanese characters. I don't know what their name is or anything.
The kanji,
yeah. And it's like,
yes.
Sweet, Japan Man's here. And he totally saves the day. It's awesome. I don't mean that as like a bad thing at all. It's like it's awesome. It's totally cool.
They are superheroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have no idea what their name is other than that they're Japanese. So that's what I gotta go with.
I can't read it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
they are a huge help. Thank you so much.
But like I said, it's like I cracked out on that game trying to catch up to you guys, and then I think I eventually just like went nuts and went way past.
Oh yeah, you
did. Other than your dad.
Because he's done it twice. He did it on Jack's system and then did it again on his own.
Yeah, dude, your dad's like stacked out like you wouldn't believe.
And he's gonna start playing again when the new expansion comes out.
Yeah. I think that is really.
I can't find my disc.
Oh crappy!
In my move, I'm looking around for. I cannot find it.
No, it's somewhere.
No, I was like putting all my games together and looking
probably
through
on
my
sale.
stuff. I was looking through all my stuff.
Yeah, it's totally on sale.
But I was looking through all my stuff and like all the games, I'm picking them up and moving them, and you get that as you're like put them in the stack, you get that little tick as you can hear the disc move in there.
Yeah.
I put that game down. Thud. Thud.
Did you get another place? Oh, you didn't give it to Eric?
I didn't. First thing I did is text him and be like, dude, where is it? Give him my game. Where is it at, man? It wasn't in there. I
He totally hyped your game.
Maybe.
Wow, Eric.
If you do have it, play it.
Suddenly he's going to be, who wants to play Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Now
I would
that
say,
it's okay, yeah.
I think Monster Hunter is really the game that made your dad play games this year, though.
Oh my
This
God.
is like the hugest year for your dad
wait
for
a minute.
games.
Yeah, no, he didn't play many games. Monster Hunter is why he bought a PS4.
Yeah.
And he also wanted to play with me a lot. But I think it's
And
mainly
you've been a
because-
bad son.
I've been
mainly-
playing some form of a video game with your dad. I don't think this is exaggerating 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Me and your dad have been
No,
playing
it's
games.
crazy how much he's been playing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's awesome. I
so-
love having
yeah.
somebody that just wants. Your dad always wants to have fun.
Speaking of the future side project we have going on with
Yeah.
with another podcast, which is pretty awesome.
Excuse me.
Talking with Eric about it,
Yeah.
and we're talking about characters and whatnot. And he's like, "So who's this Adam guy?" Like, dude, he's Marcus's friend. He's the guy that did all the, just trying to explain it. To him.
Flint.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, and he goes out. He goes, "Flint."
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be a shit show."
Yep, it totally is. Yeah. You didn't think that already when he knew me and bringing my little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kristen said that last night. We were talking about this
I'm
side
surprised
project.
Lucas wanted to.
He said he's always wanted to do it. So this is all mystery
he's
talk.
not-
People will find out about.
Yeah, so it'll be cool. It'll be awesome. You guys are
Yeah.
gonna enjoy it. It'll be tons of banter.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt. I know it.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I'm
That'll be
guessing
great.
it's going to be Lucas first. He's going to be like, I don't know
No,
what
he's
this
not. Dude, Lucas is gonna dish so much crap.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure it won't take much of me instigating to get Lucas to help me dish
Yeah,
crap.
no,
No, me
it's
and
not
him,
gonna be
you
bad.
got to watch
Yeah.
out. And I think your dad's gonna be right on. He's gonna totally be willing to jump on too.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna get 3B back together for that?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
So-
Speaking of
probably.
3B, I have a present for my dad that I was really proud of.
Oh, did you finally
I
check
finally
your did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's about time. It's only 4 months in.
I haven't given it to him yet. I'm gonna give it to him on
He's gonna be stoked. He's gonna
Yeah.
be stoked.
I'm really happy with how it came out.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I only sent that to you, what, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5
Yeah.
months ago?
It took a while.
5
Dude,
months ago,
It
yeah.
was hard to. No, you didn't send it to me 5 months ago. Maybe 2. I think it was in October, but it was really hard. I can check right now. It was really hard to do that in Photoshop. Because I have Photoshop on my phone. It took a while. I worked really hard on it, and I had to
Waiting on
zoom
racing
in.
to get a cold one of those.
What do you say about colds?
Yeah, do it, dude.
I have
Should I
a
do it
He's
real quick?
talking. You know he
All
can
right,
do that
let
for a
him
while.
talk.
we're gonna talk about my game of the year now.
No,
Thanks,
no.
guys.
You're
Oh.
looking up to see how many months ago it was.
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
handle this.
Oh my god. Let's see. First, let's look at my platinums. 22. Shout out to the followers. Let's see. Oh, friend requests. Vint J.
That ain't me. I can tell you that for sure.
Oh, that could be. Is that Vincent? Maybe.
And to be clear, everybody,
friend-
he friend requested me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go to. Is there messages? How do I look up? Oh, there we go. Redeem code settings. Messages. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's right. I had to go to the App Store to download it. So I have to go to the App Store again to download the stupid Messages app. And I don't want to download.
You said send it to you in a PS message, and you
Well,
would
no,
get it.
but I just I didn't know that you had to download the. Okay.
See, we're
Don't-
still talking about it.
Nobody
Send
threw
me
any punches while I was gone, right?
Oh, no.
Sign
No.
PSN.
Not yet,
Are
anyway.
you kidding me?
Okay,
No,
I'm just glad I didn't miss
We
it.
did clarify, though, that when he was going through friend requests, that it was him that friend requested me.
Okay. So it's his fault?
Yeah.
Is that what that boils down to? Nice.
Let's see. What is this? August. Okay, it may or may not have been that. It's August 14th. I was busy. I was in school. All right. I had a summer quarter. I had some calc too.
He was busy chugging sodas.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, you can be
I mean,
into soda. It's fine.
We've
There's
already
nothing wrong with it.
we've already established you're bad at checking messages, but that's kind of
Whatever.
Okay, let's
He
just
is
put it this
the
way:
worst.
you are good at everything you do.
yes. I know. I made it in November.
And when I say you're good at bad at checking your messages, you're very bad.
I made it in November, and then I didn't do anything about it, or I had it sitting in my my Redbubble shopping cart until I bought a bunch of stuff and just got a big deal on it all at once. I got myself a couple shirts. Some of them didn't come out good, and I was really salty about that. I'm gonna check my math grade real quick.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Yeah.
Monster Hunter phenomenal. Another game that again I think reinvigorated this
Oh, God, what have I
franchise.
done?
Right? What'd you do, Jack?
Oh, that's what that button
okay.
does?
Yeah, don't mess it up.
That's
Nick's back.
scary.
That's another great guest from this year. We got to have Nick, and Nick is currently in the process
segue.
of moving right down the road. So guess who will be here in 2019?
Wait, I thought he lived in, like, the East Coast.
Nick has, like, 20 kids, and he's going to be living with his, like, in-laws. He's going to want to come do the show with us. It's going to be awesome.
Where does he live?
He's going to be like, yeah, can we do 2 shows this week?
Doesn't he live in, like,
He lives in Vermont.
Yeah.
So he's making a almost as far cross-country...
to Stanwood.
Yeah.
3,000
awesome.
miles.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so the other ones totally have Spider-Man on my list because I had given up on Spider-Man games. Blew my mind. The best Spider-Man game that we've ever had yet.
I'm excited for the DLC. I'm going to get it when it all comes out. Just
Yeah.
so
I enjoy
can
playing it.
And the other one, the Dragon Ball Z game. I really like
Fighters?
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I think
Was that this
it's
year?
a really,
So
really
I'm going
fun
to say
fighting
that game is awesome. The online's awesome when your internet's not lagging.
Yeah, when it's not the monster. That was the first uprising of the internet monster again.
No,
huh?
that was when I had good internet, but it was still lagging like you wouldn't believe.
That was roommates. Roommates and crappy routers or cement
Yes.
walls. Something.
Yeah, it was crappy routers, but yeah.
Yeah. You and the internet, man. You got this vicious past.
Yeah,
And
well,
unfortunately future. And present. At the moment, right? It's not going
Yeah.
away anytime soon.
it's okay. I'm gonna get myself a big Winnebago and a satellite dish, and
There you go.
can't get satellite because satellite lags worse than anything else.
You're gonna have to do.
Because satellite it sends in packets.
You have to park your Winnebago somewhere where you get really good cell service. But totally, my best game of the year is Red Dead. I think what Red Dead has done for video games is a video game has not done for years and years. We have not seen a game make the progression that Red Dead has made, and I can't even remember the last game that did that.
It defines a system. It defines a generation. It
It
defines
A genre of
genre,
games.
yeah.
It's like it really, really does. The online is not there yet. It's still
Yeah,
fun.
but look at how GTA started too.
Yeah, I was telling somebody the other day when we were playing online, just a random person. I've again, kind of like GTA, started to just play with random people. I've been turning off the party chat and just doing in-game chat so I can start chatting with people. And I think I've got like 5 new people on my friends list that are also just want to have fun in the game, not be an asshole. We might team up and be an asshole, but they're cool with teaming up, right?
Yeah.
But like I think the comparison of GTA to the GTA Online right now, where if you play GTA 5, it's still phenomenal. The story's great. The 3 characters is awesome, and how you transition between them and all that. It also did something pretty groundbreaking. But the GTA Online is just leaps and bounds ahead of it. And I feel like right now Red Dead is the opposite, where the single player is that one that you get this full package, just
I
full
still
blown
can't do
deal.
story when I play single player.
What do you mean?
I can. It's an option to do.
Yeah. Oh,
But
you
I
just get
just
sidetracked?
keep just enjoying the world.
Yeah, I've never had a game where the world felt as alive as it does in Red Dead. The single player is phenomenal. You need to play it. I've played with other people online now that's all they've done is just play they bought it specifically to play the online. And I think right now I don't recommend that at all. You're missing out on the best parts of Red Dead, which is the single player right now. I think eventually it will flip and the online will be where it's at, but I think you've probably got years before that happens. At least a year. I think
Yeah,
it's going to take at least
it took
2019 for that to happen.
It took over a year for GTA Online.
It took over a year plus a whole nother system, right?
Yes.
Like it took
Yeah,
until
yeah.
PS4 for online to really take off. So I think that's going to happen with Red Dead also. But if you play that single player, again, I think I said this on a review, but I've never played a game that was such a successor, but also a prequel to a game and done it so smoothly as Red Dead has done.
How
Like,
crazy is that too? GTA was a PS3 game.
yeah.
That's wow. Anyway, sorry.
And they're totally repeating what they did, right? Like, this is clearly going to be a PS5 game that's going to get revamped and re-released on there. And I'm sure that at that point, the online will just full-blown really take off. But if you love video games and you're like, you have this nostalgia for them where you're almost pining for the era of video games as art, kind of. Red Dead is that. Like, it's come back again as that. And Red Dead is just a clear example of that. And it's for everybody. Like anybody across the board, you don't have to come from anywhere else to pick that up other than that I love video games. So if you pick that up, you will immediately notice what that game has done for the industry. And that's the one reason why it bumps God of War off of my top, is because I think God of War is phenomenal. It really is. It's an amazing game. I had so much fun playing it. I totally think that it is as much of a must own for this console generation as Red Dead, but it's more of that for fans of God of War.
So would you put it down to saying then, so like Red Dead was created to be art and to be a new groundbreaking thing?
Yes.
Right.
I think Red Dead changed the lives of developers as much as it did gamers.
Yeah, Red Dead is creating a new standard in which people to build from for the future. And what God of War, I think, did is we have this huge pool of resources and things that have been done really, really well, and they pulled from the best of that.
They also took it to the next level, because there are things about God of War. When I first started God of War, I wasn't feeling it right away, right? Like the whole new axe weapon, and like you didn't have your chains and your blade. It wasn't
it's
what I was
Norse
comfortable
mythology. With. He's going to have an axe.
Yeah. Well, but then it's like then you start to fall in love with the axe, and like you start to fall in love with that world. And again, I'm still not going to like reveal that the moments in the game that will really speak to those people that are fans of the whole series. But when those moments happen, you're suddenly it almost feels worth it to have played all those other God of Wars to now get to experience this moment in the game. And so for that, I think for fans of God of War, it's hands down, it is the best game of the year. It's the game we've been waiting for since God of War 2 or 3, right? Like we've been waiting for this game, and we finally got it, and it is phenomenal. It totally is. I don't want to discredit God of War at all, but Red Dead, it transcends everything. It just does. It takes everything to a new level. There's no way that other developers have not checked out Red Dead and said, holy crap, we have to live up to this now. Look what they did. And they're going to keep pumping stuff into it on a weekly basis, which is what they've basically done since it came out, right? Every week they're polishing and making it better and doing different things. That's insane. It's crazy. And GTA is not even ignored. Like, that also got the big update.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy that and they are the biggest money-grubbing video game company in the world, but they're using it for the fans, which I give them so much credit for.
And it's not news to anybody, but they are the most successful entertainment medium ever.
Ever. Yeah. That's crazy. But look what they're doing with it, right? Like how many times have other things been on top and done that, and then just started regurgitating to keep the money flow coming in?
Ubisoft.
Yeah. Red Dead is
Bethesda,
Red Dead is anything but a regurgitated game. It is something completely brand new and fresh, that it still exists within a formula that we're familiar with. But I can't tell you how fun it was to play through Red Dead and go, I wonder if I can do this. And I would try it, and I totally can. And that would open the door to the next thing. It's like, well, if I could do that, look, I should try this. And you totally can. Like, the game will let you do almost anything you want. It's insane.
Except open doors to cabins that are closed.
Yeah, yes. And you can't burn down. I tried to kill this dude who got mad at me for killing his livestock in his house, right? So I killed him, drug him into the house, and then tried to burn him down with the house, and it wouldn't let me burn the house down. I was a little bit disappointed. There were a few things I found, but in the grand scheme of things, you could do mostly everything. And I really do think developers out there are crapping their pants trying to think of, like, we have to do something to measure up. Like, we just do. And GTA 6 is going to be insane.
Yeah, because
Right? Like, that's just crazy. I'm curious when we'll get some news about any of that.
Because that's what I have to say is
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. Yes. Red Dead, hands down. Mm-hmm. And plus, we're going to get online that's going to last for how many years? It's basically a whole nother game. How many games give you a free content that will eventually be bigger than the original content you bought? Nobody does that, right? Again,
Rockstar.
Thank
Rockstar
you,
is the one that
Rockstar.
does that.
Like, thank you so much for not just money grubbing and just snatching my wallet left and right. I can't tell you how refreshing it is to play a game that gets that.
Until GTA, unless the game was a dedicated online game, it's always been just a kind of bonus thing you get.
Yeah.
Is an online version.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's a big thing now with games where you have the online part of it, where that is the big part that they sell. Like I think Destiny is a prime example of that, where you bought Destiny in the beginning, but you were going to continue paying $40 for constant updates for that game to get all the content, right? Yeah. By now, I think we get some of it for free, but if you added up what everybody's paid to be where they're at in Destiny now, it's like $150, right? Like, that's not a cheap game. It's like you pay your one-time thing for Red Dead, you get the whole deal. You never have to spend money as long as you want to commit the time.
Yeah, as long as you want to commit the time. There you go.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to, you have
gold cards or shark cards or whatever.
We'll just call it shark cards for now because that's what they've done for the other one. But you have shark cards. You have the purchasable, the pay-to-play, not pay-to-play, but the pay to be better, I guess.
Yeah.
Options. So, and like I said, when you see all those people that are running around before we figured out all those glitches and stuff that we were doing for making money, which I almost feel worse about that in Red Dead than I do for GTA, because like the whole premises behind GTA is you're gonna be a dick. Everybody's about being a dick.
Yeah.
It's like that is the premise. That's the world you created. Why were you punishing us for doing that?
Yeah.
It's like no, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, we get to be a dick back.
Yeah,
right. Like that is what it's about.
Yeah. So if we can if we can figure out a glitch to make it beneficial to us, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
And you can't punish us for it because that's what the game is.
But okay, so for the glitch in Red Dead, I'm just speaking of the gold bar glitch. That's the biggest glitch out there right now.
Yeah.
But that's single player, and I have to say I am completely fine with that being in single player. I don't think it'll ever get patched. I think Rockstar's fine with it. Because the instant I played single player, I already had enough money before even diving into that glitch to just skip my cattle ranch gun, skip my carbine, whatever, and just buy the next gun, right? I love that online is more of a grind and you're forced to have to use those garbage guns, right? Like you have to play those first few missions with the guns I've never even used in single player because I just bought the next one. And you have to earn the money to it gives more value to scaling up the system, right? So I'm actually okay with using the glitch in the single player because I get this totally different experience. If I just want to play, which is kind of how I treated GTA, in GTA, I have in the single player, I have all 3 characters left, and every character has $2.5 billion in their wallet, plus multiple billions more in the stock market just waiting for me to withdraw it, right? That's my single-player GTA experience. It's just a buy-fest extravaganza of just doing self-indulgence, right? Mm-hmm. The online is way more meticulous and tedious, and it's way more of a grind. And I kind of appreciate that difference of the feel for them. So I'm really okay with it.
What I gotta say is, our grind is exploiting a glitch.
In the online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would almost feel bad in Red Dead doing that.
Until they figure out whatever the hell this cash and gold bar thing is, I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it because that scares me still. They have not figured that out. You can now buy gold bars.
The dual currency thing is kind of weird.
It's weird. It gives me a lot of concern, especially when there's certain things you can only buy with one currency or the other. And there's no exchange rate in the game for those. Like you were saying earlier, you have to. They're never going to trade straight across, right?
Yeah. It should be diminishing returns every time you swap it.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the recycling place and bring them a bunch of metal, you're not going to get straight value. Well, no, they have to make money.
So let's just say you're going to say you want to go on a skiing trip to Whistler, okay, and you're going to go extravagant on it. You're going to buy a nice hotel, and you're going to. Part of it is going to be a train ride to wherever or whatever you want to do, but you're going to go tour parts of Canada. You want to go to Canada. So you're like, I've got $1,000 US that I want to take with me to spend for spending cash. Right? Now, granted, Canada might be a bad one to use because most places up there that are at least close to the border take US currency.
Yeah.
They will give you a bad exchange rate, by the way. Don't do it.
Yeah. Go prepared.
Yeah. But if you go to the bank and say, hey, I've got $1,000, I want to turn this into Canadian cash, they will do it for you. They will give you Canadian money. But they're going to charge a fee for the exchange.
Yeah.
So your $1,000 in US gets changed to like $1,400 Canadian, but if you put that to the value of US, it's like $900.
Yeah.
You know, you spend $100 to get your 1,400 in Canadian.
Yeah. And they would have to do something like that.
Yeah.
That has to happen in the game, though. You have to be able to. I have to be able to get cash for my gold bars, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And I'm totally fine with realizing I'm not going to get a even exchange.
Yeah, and then what I'm saying is you want to make it so that you're not making that exchange all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I would say put the diminishing returns to it. So you're not going to be it's not going to be I'm just going to swap it to this for this time, and then swap this over to this time. Because there's stuff that you said is the only way you can buy it is this way. So it's like, I really want that. It's worth it now to spend the extra. You know, like if the exchange rate from $100 to gold bars would have been $110 to a gold bar, or $1,000 and $1,100, whatever it is,
Yeah.
to a gold bar, yeah, it's like that extra money that's going to cost me to make the exchange is worth it.
Yeah, totally. And it's a little Infinity War for me. I'm still waiting a little bit on that. But again, the fact that you get it all for free, and that not only are we getting it for free, but anybody that's played it since day one has already been rewarded multiple times for just playing a beta and putting up with a beta. Just, again, so much kudos to Rockstar. Like, I've never seen a game company that I guess respects and understands that the real money that's coming in is coming from the fans.
Yeah.
And if you don't treat them with that level of importance, then they will diminish and go away. And they totally do treat you that way.
I kind of felt that they were. I started to feel milked near the end of our GTA time.
Yeah.
It just started to feel kind of because like the DLC we were getting was really just
It started to feel reskinned.
regurgitated.
Yeah. I would totally agree. It's getting to the end of its stuff. Even this new one is fun, the new DLC for it, but it's like a Black Panther or an Ant-Man or movie, right? It's just a placeholder until we get something big for Red Dead. It's kind of what's going on. But huge props.
I did appreciate though the second series of heists. That was fun.
Oh, totally. I think that was their biggest, most relevant update yet. And I've heard in Red Dead or in GTA with all the arena stuff, because there's like lasers and things, they're supposed to like now transition into where we'll be able to buy like hand laser guns and hand laser rifles, and like it's going to make that next like future leap, right? So we'll see. I don't know how that'll go, but I'm sure it's going to be the same thing, right? The same. GTA has a formula, and I don't think that's going to change till the next GTA.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I think all around, phenomenal year for games. It's a little bittersweet because I do think this is really the beginning of the end for this generation. I think we're going to get some really awesome games this next year, but I think we're also going to get PS5 announcements, and we're going to get
Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 is coming.
Right, that's like
that's
the nail in the coffin for a system. It's a sweet nail, but that's kind of what that represents, right?
Yeah. I really think so. I think it's going to be an amazing game.
Yeah,
I really do. The fact that they've been putting as much time, I mean, like from the time that they announced it to now, we've not been getting much for updates, which means at least tells me that hey, dude, we're nose to the grindstone on this.
Yeah, and I love that too. I don't want too much. Don't hype it too much. Just give it to me when it's good, when it's done and it's good.
Oh, you know we're gonna get that month before. We're gonna get just an S ton of just way too much information coming out and stuff.
Maybe.
Everybody does that.
Yeah. Just to sell it. Right?
Yeah. I don't think they need to do that, but they do it.
Yeah.
But we're going to get that. But I don't know. I'm super excited. And from what I've seen so far, it looks like they're really paying good respect to the original.
Yeah.
And they have to. There's no way they can. I will not forgive them if they screw this up.
It is the PS3 swan song. It totally is.
It is.
And I'm fine. I would love for it to be the PS4 swan song again. Right? It means that when the PS5 comes out and they announce Last of Us 3, we're all going to be like, that means this one's ending and the next, right? It's going to be it's going to be known for that. Oh my God,
I got to start spending another $600.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, totally. And on our next part, we'll do our last like TV and anime, and I want to get into some of that 2019 stuff, but that's part of it for sure. I think this, like, enjoy it now because I think it's the heyday. It is the heyday of the systems that we're playing now, and it's not going to get. I don't know that it's going to get a whole lot better than it is now, but it's not going to get worse, and there's going to be more greatness. But it's about a year.
I'm going to say Horizon, I think, was the first time that I felt that the PS4 was a worthy purchase.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that that was before Persona, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for me anyway. It may not have been come out for, but that was for me. That was. But yeah, Horizon was the first time I was like, "Hey, this is what this system can do. This is the next gen system. This is what it is," and really advancing what's going on. Yeah,
and totally a new game from from the ground up, which is still phenomenal. I give them a lot of credit for that. Yeah. It's pretty cool. This has been a really cool year for games. I'm really excited to be a gamer and have done the whole 2018 thing. And I love that we did it from owning it from the beginning. It makes it that much more special, right? We were there for the ride, and we finally get this awesome climax. And I don't think it's going to end yet, but I do think it's going to transition into that, which is going to be it's just going to be different.
Last 2 months have been nothing but talks about the PS5 coming out.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, no official company announcements, but it's enough. Oh, it's leaked that this is what it's going to be.
Well, I think this year the E3 and the other stuff
they didn't even show up for it because of that.
Well, I think I think a lot of the stuff we've seen is next generation. Like, I don't think maybe it'll also come out for this, but the definitive versions are going to be on your next generation.
So what about Kojima's next thing?
I don't know about that either. So much hype.
I know.
I've said it from the beginning. I think Kojima and Konami maybe needed each other. Like, I think Kojima needed Konami to go like, it's awesome, but let's dial back the crazy. And Kojima was good for them because he's like, let's season it with some crazy, right? Yeah. It was this awesome balance, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen when they don't have each other to govern each other, right? So,
well, clearly we see what they do when they don't have Kojima. So
yeah, right. How long did Metal survive? Whatever it was, I haven't even heard of it. I'm waiting for it to be a free PS Plus game.
Exactly.
It's gonna be, right? Yeah.
They didn't make enough money to be able to even do that.
Yeah. Well, thank you once again, everybody, for joining us all year long. I really can't emphasize how much we appreciate it. Thank you so much. To all the nerds,
for all the fuzz,
bottoms up. Let's get Nerdbuzzed.
Talking about beer.
We're rolling.
Talking about nerd.
My wife's getting stoked.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Nerdbuzzed.
Nerdbuzzed doesn't condone the consumption of alcohol by any persons under the age of 21. Please drink responsibly.
Yeah, 2 beers per cast.
Are we back? We're still back. Look.